Yesterday, well, we were quite close. Figured out that what is it? When you send FT, you need to use something special. As it turns out, it is called send message. So yeah, it seems like that's the last thing that needs fixing, and the FT is for the shared memory file. So my guess is if I can send the FT over correctly, should be seeing a window. Okay, so I guess let's get started. We're distracted. Also sending FD in socket. Oil sending socket. Send file to send file. Transfer data between file descriptors. No. Can I pass the file descriptor over IPC or process B and have it manipulate the same file? To another process over Unix domain sockets. Here's the code to pass such file descriptor. Interesting. Yeah, so that's sort of same message. Yeah, it's exactly what we're trying to do. Oh, I didn't know that either. The file descriptor value is different. That is fascinating. I had no idea that was the case. That's the code to receive. I just want to know how to send it. And I think, good question. Message header, message control. Yeah. C message header, CM control space blah blah. Control, I'm guessing Unix. And you have a pointer to that. What is IO vec? It's an IO vector. And vector IO data structure. Describes the region of memory beginning at IOV base address and with the size of the IOV len bytes. System calls use array of this structure where element of the array represents a memory region and the whole array represents a vector of memory regions. Maximum number of IOVec structures in that array is limited to IOV max, defined in limit storage, or accessible via the call sysconf CIOV max. Okay. It's a bunch of regions in memory. Right, okay. I'm assuming I still need to send this message minus the FT. So this will not have the FT. Let's come down. To do send FT. Okay. Is that a window? It looks like it. Right, standard thing POSIX dot send message. You need a socket, we got that. We need a message header. And we need some flags. Right. Standard POSIX dot send message. Const message header const. Let's get this. Const message header. Is that type called message header const? Okay. Name const sock adder. Right, family data. What's the data? Name len. Okay, so this is len of this, I'm guessing. Is the data the file descriptor? And sock adder. Socket address. Oh, okay, I see. Family is, I think, sock stream. Is that the family? Or is it? That's the domain. Is there examples of family? Address family. Describes sockets protocol family. This is an unsigned integer type. Luckily, we have an example. Message header. Yeah. Name is null. Now to process, we need to assemble message header const. Send it os sol.socket type FD. Okay, so we only need this part. Well, I guess on this message IOV. Oh my god, it just keeps going. Oh yeah, I remember why. I decided to do it today. Because I didn't see all of this. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was a method. So right slice, right struct. I want to say mem dot bytes as slices bytes. Interesting. So you don't need a reader or a writer for that matter. Although having a writer is much easier. Okay, let's do this. So we need the shared memory pool ID, FD len. Weird. So just size of FD. I want to know is, do you still SHM request create pool? FD len. What's this message? I don't understand that message. I'll come back to that. Maybe I can just see what the parameters are. Alright, never mind. Okay, message IOV. Header bytes dot pointer, header bytes dot len, message bytes dot pointer, message bytes dot len. Oh, even interesting. That is also sent in the same. We're using send message to send control message. So we may as well use vectorized IO to send the header and the message body while we're at it. Okay. I was thinking about the same thing. Because If you send them separately, how do you know you've received the file descriptor? So I guess the FD would. Don't know. You don't write the FD, do you? No. It's just new ID size. Okay. Standard. Okay, I need a slice of these. Message IO vector is equal to an array of const IO vec const standard POSIX dot. Right, okay. And what is this type? Base and len. The base is equal to, I am not sure. Let's put it undefined. The slice of const weight. Len is also, well, whatever base is. Okay, we have one for the header, one for the message. What is that type? I forgot. It's a slice of pointer to const weight. This was null in the example. Name len, that would just be 0, I guess. There is none. Yeah. Yeah, okay, this is pointed to message. No, just message IOV. I'm not sure about that. IO vector len, so that would be just message dot len. That's my guess. What is control? Control message bytes pointer. What is that? Alright, we'll figure that out later. Or control N would be that. Put this as undefined. Put this as undefined. Put this as 0. What are the flags? Well, at least that's 0. That means we should be able to socket message header 0. Let's use any flags. Okay, no flags. Yeah, we can set this as well. Not sure we need this anymore. Definitely don't need that. Right, okay. So this was the header and this is the message. I guess isn't header just... Where did I get the header? I could just do standard dot mem dot as 2 bytes. As bytes. Header. Given a pointer to a single item, turns a slice of underlying bytes. Okay. Becomes size of header. Header. And then the message is... Does he not send the actual message? Yeah. Object ID, opcode size. Okay, so it's just the header. Message would just be message. And then message dot len. Okay, so at least I think there should be message. Oh wait. So go one thing. Why is the message bytes dot pointer? Header bytes dot pointer. Slice of... This is a slice of constituent. Okay, I don't know. We'll figure that out based on the errors. Create a vectorized array. Done that. Before we continue, we must make another detour to define the cMessage function. Fuck cMessage. I don't see a C message function. Oh, it must be control. Oh, this is the end. Perfect. Okay. And C messages set of macros for creating control messages. In Zig, I have to generate an extern struct, the correct layout, and have a default value for the length field. Linux.die.net. Create and access control messages, also called ancillary data. Wonder if they have a C message. C message. I was hoping it'd be defined. Okay. So I guess this have to do this. Creating control message in Zig, I have to generate an external struct with the correct layout and default value for the length field. Okay. How did we figure out this? I'm guessing from here. C message header. What's the macro called? Control message takes an. Okay, it takes. I think that's the socket FT. Okay, it returns an external struct. Then is size of this minus padding size. Okay, so what is the type? FDT. Level C int type C in data T. Okay. I guess length is computed when you call the method. I don't understand the syntax. This is a function call. What is this? These macros are defined here. We make a comp time function instead. What is happening here? Hey Jack. It's a generic type, so the function call returns the type. Yeah, hey EH. adjacent function returns a type which is then instantiated immediately. Ah, right. Okay, I see. It's like, okay, I think I understand. It's, so let's say you normally do const x equals or some type, and then, oh, okay, and then blah 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 blah. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, now it makes sense. So it returns. Okay, so what is the type? FTT. How can both of these be the same? Standard OS FTT const standard POSIX FTT. Oh, okay. It is a struct. No, it's not. It's just a number. The function call is the type, like add a list of U8. That is actually a function. Function call is the type. Ah, you mean to say all of this? Okay, I still don't understand. But what's this padding stuff? And size you add a line 1. Padding size. So this minus padding size. Oh, okay, I see. So that you can fill the rest of the is pad the end of the slice. Sorry, end of the struct. Okay. This is right. So need maybe I can create it here. See message. Time see type returns type. I guess padding would just be padding is in size. FTT is an I32. I can just do socket f standard POSIX FTT. But hang on. Oh no. Hang on. I think I can make it easier. Const see message. Struct think it needs data. What was type of data? No, data is okay. Data is t, len, level, and type. Okay. I'm guessing CU long is U32. Level and type. Level and type. I'm not sure about those two. Actually, another thing that I don't understand is this returns a struct. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do what he's done. Padding is going to be in size. I need t and bytes. T, comma, size of. What is the second thing? C long. I guess I need 32. 10 extend struct. Len is, what's len? Okay. Right, size of the struct minus is minus padding. Then level. Okay, level gets passed in later. So this is just a default value. Still equals. What's the type? C U long. Actually, it should just be doesn't long on Linux is pointer size. Unsigned long. Yeah, it's a U32. Right? Oh, okay, it depends on the system. Well, I guess in that case, I think C long. Just use that, right? Zig. Oh, okay, the type's available. What was level? I think it was C int. And type is also C int. C int type C int. Data is T. And then I don't understand this syntax. Oh, because, okay, I see. It just wants to fill the rest of the bytes with zeros. Padding is slice of u8, which is equal to underscore u8 null times padding. This is slice of u8. Oh, it can be an array. It's an array. Yeah, it's not a size. Padding size u8. Needed pass assignments. Right, because it's a u8. Okay, looks right. Don't even need this. It can just be an underscore. Now, I guess I can here const c message header. I just call it control equals c message of socket. And then I can initialize. I think it needed level equals, I don't know, and type equals, I don't know. Oh, geez, I looked. It happens so many times. I get a bit too excited, and then I think type was standard 46, some kind of socket. What was it? What is a soul? What is soul? There's no soul. Standard 46. Yeah, but maybe here there's some data. No. See, 06. It's not what I was looking for. Oh, I'm just gonna have to. PHP6. I've seen it somewhere before. Man socket. Man sock header. Oh, I think what is a question for later? Socket. Was it socket? All caps. Okay. And what else? Oh, that was the level. I'm just gonna have to take his word for it because I have no idea. So this is one because value of SEM rights. And then dot data equals socket. And I think this is wrong because this should be type. Type of socket. I think it's type of. Okay. Always get that wrong. I guess that's it. Length is done. Level type data. Okay, now what do I do with that? Is control message. So I guess they, oops, this can become, I think I need to write this as bytes, right? Standard mem dot as bytes control message. Size of type of control message. I think that's everything. It should be shmfd, not the socket. Oh yeah, true. Okay, you are correct. Because pass it, that would be the wrong file descriptor. I wonder what would happen. 21 FT, and this should be shmfd. Okay. Actually, that's true because this is wrong. Control message bytes equals, because the padding won't be present. Mem dot as bytes control message bytes control message bytes dot len. Okay, I think that's everything for send message. Not sure what that is. I just want to check the SCM rights thing. CM rights. Below has an array of descriptors, unit socket using SCM rights. SCM rights. Pass file descriptors between functions used in Unix like system to pass file descriptors between processes over Unix domain sockets. It allows a process to send one or more file descriptors to another process, enabling inter-process communication and resource sharing. Interesting. That is good to know. I had no idea. I guess moment of truth. See if it builds. Pretty sure it won't. 429. Should that be pointer? Actually, what's the difference? Comes the const pointers, and what if I do pointer? Incompatible types, type and I32. Type I32 here. Compatible types, type and I32. I'm guessing because padding is I32. No, I think this is I32. Wrong parentheses. Is it? What do you mean? Oh yeah, okay, yes, I forgot to close. It took me a while. Where is padding? Yeah. So that should be size of this minus padding. Shouldn't be size of type of. Quick question. This. Okay, it returns a type. Returns enum or struct, enum or union. That this function call is inside. Okay, this can be useful for anonymous struct that needs to refer to itself. Okay. Oh geez. Expected type. Right. That's true. IOV. Message IOV. Where do I use this? And that should be good. Expected type const os.linux message header const found. And found os. Oh, it needs a pointer. Message header. Okay, I mean, at least something's going wrong. Session failure. 452. So it's... it won't be message len anymore. I think it should be message header len. No, it's not the same. What should it be equal to? Sockft message header flags. Debug.print. Size of type of message header and send. Whoa, that's like much smaller. Message iov.len. And what is the message len? Message.len. Yeah, that's definitely not it. Because it doesn't have the file descriptor. What does he assert it to? Does he assert control message bytes, send message header.bytes.len plus message.bytes? Header and message. Does it mean the socket message? Message bytes. Oh no, that was message header bytes. But it still wouldn't be the same. Oh no, okay, I think I got it. Maybe I didn't get it. Okay, I will assert this later. I just want to see, does it work? Okay, the connection gets closed either ways. What is this assertion? Oh, I think I removed the wrong assertion. It should be this one. Broken pipe. Where did it break? Wayland connection, acknowledge configure. Configure. So when this event is sent, the socket is closed. Six and socket. Right. What is this? When is this called? XTG surface ID. Where do I create attach buffer? Create memory pool. That's weird. Okay. What are these 2s and 0s? Standard debug. I need that. I'll keep that. Okay. It's name and no, that's not it. Callback event. Top level surface ID. Is that it? Top level event. Yeah, it is. What are those events? Object ID equals T. Yep. Wayland app. Top level. What is the object ID again? Top level surface ID. What is that ID? WL surface. But that doesn't take an ID. Where am I using this? Get top level. XDG surface ID. XDG surface. Okay, that's why. Get top level here. So the XDG, and where is XDG top level? Okay, this has 1, 2, 3, 4 events. So I'm guessing getting event 2012 configure bounds. Recommended window geometry bounds. The configure bounds event may be sent prior to XDG top level configure event to communicate the bounds. A window geometry size is recommended to constrain to. The pass width and height are in surface coordinate space. If width and height is 0, it means bound is unknown and equivalent to if no configure bound event was sent for this surface. The bounds can, for example, correspond to the size of a monitor excluding any panels or the shell components. Okay, I get that. And then I get another one. Configure. I guess that's why the ACK fails. The acknowledge. Get top level here. So I do need to change state. Configure state should be applied immediately. Surface configure for details. Should not be applied. Configure even asks the client to resize its top level surface. Topless. Top level surface or to change its state. Configure. Right. The configured state should not be applied immediately. CXDG surface configure for details. The width and height arguments specify a hint to the window about how its surface should be resized in window geometry coordinates. If the width or height arguments are 0, it means the client should decide its own window dimension. This may happen when the compositor needs to configure the state of the surface but doesn't have any information about any previous or expected dimension. The states listed in the event specify how the width, height arguments should be interpreted, and possibly how it should be drawn. Ah, okay, there we go. That's why it's failing. Clients must send and acknowledge configure in response to this event. Okay. This one is 0, so let's handle that first. We can just configure. Is that it? Needs surface. Sorry, socket XDG surface ID. And need something else. Needs the serial. What is the serial? What was the serial in the previous? Yeah, there is no serial sent here. What about the other one? Configure bounds, sends only width and height. Clients must send and acknowledge configure in response to this event, cxdg surface configure. Yeah, this one does send a serial. Roles for blah 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 should be considered a makeup set to make light configuration states. The xdg surface configure commits the accumulated state. So before I commit, I need to acknowledge the configure states and then send request for serial, send the configure event at some point before committing the new surface. So can I just call commit after? Acknowledge configure. And then get rid of that. Where's the other event? Configure. Yeah, this one. Let me see if that changes anything. Okay, so valid new ID 5. Display error. Invalid new ID 5. I don't know which one is new ID 5. Could be... Oh, actually, I think I know. Callback ID is 4. So it's either surface ID or... a message. Can I print... this? I think the object ID will be 0. Alright, I gotta find out which one is object ID 5. I think I can figure it out. Where is it? Registry. Keep going. Find create surface. So registry is 4. Whatever's after registry. Okay, I'm just gonna have to print it. Hang on, what was the... Before I do that, what was the latest commit? Commit surface ID. I wonder if surface ID is null. No, it can't be. But Yeah, I think I'll just have to print and check because I'm just guessing at this point. Acknowledge configure. Is it always XTG? XTG surface event. Yeah. All right, so let me just print. Standard debug. Print XTG surface. I mean, a debugger would have been really useful here. G surface X. I think it's one of these, if I'm not wrong. Sure, why not? Top level surface ID is T. Memento orders displays 1, registries 2, sync is 3. Do I even use sync? I do use sync. Once. Okay, so it could be sync. Compositor. Yeah, it's looking like that, isn't it? What's that now? Format number. And oh, that's bind ID, that's why. Dot new ID. I think the others are U32, U32. Yeah, I think your mental model is precise. So this ID is invalid. Actually, why does it get printed so many times? Where is this block? Actually, that would explain. This is the event header op. No, it's not it. Object ID. It is, but I'm checking the wrong thing here. So this should be if dot header dot object ID equal to T. I wonder if that's why. So they could be out of order. if that was the case. Okay, I just copy this. Equal to x. Geez, this code must be one of the worst code I've written in a while. Anyway, let's get it to work first. Make it pretty later. S dot new ID. Look the same as line 2 below. Well, I moved, so I don't know what line 2 means. Let me run this, see what happens first. It still gets called like multiple times. Ah, that's because it returns the format. Is it? Actually, this check is sort of necessary because the opcodes could vary based on the object. So I guess, okay, it returns invalid new ID 5. Because the ID is already used. Is that why? So I'm passing the wrong ID somewhere. Jeez. Okay, I think there's a way to check this. After the last SHM format here, top level surface ID memfd create. I mean, this is a pain in the ass because Wayland con. There are a few shared memory pool events. Such MID here. I'm not sure if that's the right event. Wayland shared. It has no events. Oh, memory pool. Sorry. Oh no. Oh no, there is one format. So it returns the formats. After it returns the formats, just something goes wrong. I wonder if this is Valid new ID 5. I mean, I do need a debugger at this point because don't know what's the method called after format. SHM format. There's a problem in the block line 701. 701. I think this happens before. I think by this point, callback event, format. When do I attach buffer? Shared memory pool buffer. So I sent the ID here. That's only set once. So by this point, the shared memory event has happened. Also, I just realized I don't get the top level events anymore. Touch buffer. Create shared memory. Oh, hang on. Is it because I moved commit? I think it could be commit there and then commit there. Okay, I get the top level events now, but okay, the ID is still wrong. I wonder if it's something to do with handling these events, or something's wrong here, which is more likely. Okay, to do something broken here, maybe. I think, jeez, feels like I'm never going to open a window. This is going to be all of 2026. Wayland. But I think there are like a lot of problems. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not getting the window today. But maybe, well, I don't know at this point when I'll get the window. I want to see someone else's implementation. So I'll probably have a look at that today. Because, yeah, and then I'll have a look at that today, later. Maybe after work. If I remember. But I mean, it's okay. I'm not like disappointed. It's just a bit frustrated that it takes. Can't get a window. But it was my decision. I didn't have to like write a Wayland client from scratch. But at the same time, I'm glad I did, because there's a lot of things I've learned that I wouldn't have otherwise. So I guess in the end, it's a victory. It's a W. Okay. Thanks again, Jack. I think if you weren't here, it would have taken. I would still be. I don't know where I would be. I think it would have taken me another extra month to figure it out. Yeah, I think there is some progress. But the problem is right. I don't know what the problem is. So we'll figure that out tomorrow. Alright, thanks again, Jack. Hope you have a good one. And we'll try again tomorrow. I mean, I think we just put so much time into it that it just gives up and gives me a window. So I'm just gonna hammer it away. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. It's Monday for me, so I guess it's work day for some of you tomorrow. Alright, hope you have a good one. Alright, you too, mate. See ya.